What's going on, everybody? It's Thursday. Thursday. It is the 1st of August. My goodness. But anyways, welcome to McFarland's Corner. Mike McFarland here, the Lake Fork Fishing Guide. I'm shuffling through my phone real quick because I'm trying to get lined up for some cool information today from all my other fishing guides and all the other lakes. You're probably wondering what am I talking about, right? This is a Lake Fork rundown. This is a public Lake Fork rundown. Well, I want to let you guys know something. There is a members-only channel, a private members-only channel that gives so much more information than what you get here. It's unbelievable. I got 5 other guides. We provide the information for Possum Kingdom, O.H. Ivy, Bodark, Lake Ray Hubbard, Tawakoni, Athens, and so much more. Crappie, bass, catfish, stripers, hybrids, we cover it all in the members only channel. You want more information than you're getting here? Look in the description below this video. This is your invite. Come on over and be a member. It is growing crazy. It's so awesome. But anyways, with that being said, again, welcome to the corner. I'm in rare form today. It's been a strange season with lots of flooding rains and lots of ups and downs through spring. And then some weird ups and downs temperature-wise that we just had through July. Much cooler temperatures. We're starting to come back to the heat, okay? As I talked to you on Tuesday, there's a lot of shallow fish still, especially around the flooded vegetation. We are growing some decent grasses, some little bit of hydrilla here and there. On the east side, you'll find more hydrilla than the west side. But lily pads and just vegetation and buckbrush, green buckbrush in the water. Water's still basically almost full pool. It's 3 inches below full pool. And so all these things combined is making for a different summer. The offshore deeper bite is, I don't want to say it's not there, but those fish are stingy and few. There's fewer of them offshore than there should be because a lot of them are up shallow, okay? If you're running shallow, still think spring. I'm serious. Start your morning off and just trolling motor, run bank, throw a frog, throw a swing jig, throw a chatterbait, and just go fishing. Definitely have some kind of a worm though. Texas rig, weightless Cinco, or a Bass Assassin Fat Job, or a really good one is the Bass Assassin 7.5 trick worm. It's called the tap out worm. Bass Assassin's tap out worm. Summer crawl. Or just, I think they call it chartreuse pumpkin. That's another really good one. Chartreuse pumpkin. If you can, I think Zoom makes chartreuse pumpkin. Perfect color for right now. Wacky rig it and throw it on the edges of the lily pads and the grasses and things. You're better off if you really focus on some deep water close to shallow water. Fish to shallow water that's closest to deep water, and you'll find more fish. They're not going to be way back in the backs and the flats and the super shallow water, but they'll be near deep water, okay? So that's some good tips for you there. Offshore bite. Later in the day, and now we're starting to return. Last week we were 82. We got down to 80 degrees. We're starting to return back to typical summer water. So you can get out there on those humps, points, shell beds, road beds, tree lines, a lot of stuff, deeper structure, even just submerged trees, and you can fish your Texas rig, big worms, 10-inch, 12-inch worms. You can fish your jigs and your Carolina rigs and your shaky heads and your typical stuff. My good friend Jay Bonner, who is also a guide on Fork, he pours his own worms, and he has been actually catching some pretty good fish, some big fish, with this. Basically, it's a power worm. That's a big 10-inch, it might even be a 12-inch, which is blue fleck, perfect color for this time of year. Plum, blue fleck, those kinds of things. But Jay Bonner's a guide. He's been doing that. He says he's catching more fish on smaller baits and things like that, but he's catching the bigger ones on that big worm still. All right? So that's what's going on there. I'm going to give you guys a couple things. Big shout out to all the sponsors. If you're a follower, you'll notice there's a new banner behind us. We've got the banner right now. We've got everything set up. I'm super stoked and so grateful for all of the support, whether it be a headline sponsor, a paying sponsor, or even just a pro staff position. Man, what an honor. What an honor to represent all of these awesome companies. J-Hod Chevrolet, Texas Insider Fishing Report, Skeeter Bass Boats, Yamaha Engine, Diamond Sports Marine, just to say some of the few, Abu Garcia, Berkeley, Power Pole, all of these things. Real-time rods, Magic Reaction. I love the products, and I love what they do and how they support McFarland Fishing. So big shout out to you guys. The next probably 2 to 3 weeks, we're going to finally catch back up to heat, and we should get into what's called the dog days of summer. And so what I recommend you guys do, number one, is fish early, fish late. If you can handle some heat, believe it or not, the last 2 hours of the day are really, really the best time of the day. And then, of course, the nighttime. Hit your night lights. Go out there and work those night lights. It's timing, kind of like a deer feeder. If you're on the night light when the bass shows up, you're going to be super, super happy. But other than that, let's give you guys a little bit of crappie reports. I know we're starting to have some crappie followers here now. And Jackie Wiggins, one of my top favorite guides on Lake Fork, he gives us a report every week. He said the crappie fishing on Lake Fork continues to be about the same going into August. Most of his guide trips the last few weeks are yielding 30 to 50 crappie in 5 hours for 2 people. I've seen a lot of black crappie loaded up on the laydowns. And they're also seen at the bases of trees and things. 14 to 22 feet seems to be the best depth. So keep that in mind. 14 to 22 feet, trees and laydowns. A lot of those fish have been so pressured. A lot of fishing pressure for crappie this year. So move around. If they're being finicky, if you're with your live scope, you're seeing that they're kind of running to the other side of the bushes and or the laydown or whatever you're fishing the tree. They're hiding. They're not biting well. Keep moving. Find a school of fish that hasn't been as pressured. You have to look for it. He says you have to look for fish that haven't seen many baits. Meaning it's really starting to catch up. The live scope and the crappie fishing techniques have been unbelievable for the last 2 or 3 years. And they're still killing it. They're still catching those limits. But it's definitely starting to catch up. And the pressure, just like bass fishing, when you put more pressure on those fish, you can mess them up, make it tougher to catch. All right. Hit the like button if you found this good. Comment below anything you want to share. I'm now booking fall trips, so if you're interested in going out and learning something about, maybe the shells, maybe you want to know what this thing is right here. This is a half of a big mussel, a big giant mussel. This right here is one of the truly not completely unveiled secrets of Lake Fork. There's hundreds of these shell beds. Not just these shells are random throughout the lake, here and there, but in areas where they really congregate, there's a reason that they congregate, and those areas have high plankton and high food, and that's one of the things that, again, is really key to major success on Lake Fork, especially the big fish and consistency. All right, appreciate you guys. God bless. Don't forget to subscribe, upgrade your subscription. Look in the description below, click on the link that says members only, and come on over. We're getting ready to film, and I got so much to tell the members. I'm super excited. Thanks for watching.